What is going on, guys? Reseller Tom here. Today we're talking about selling similar and why you should not ever sell similar. And today I'm talking about clothing. It is different for different types of categories. It may or may not be different for different categories, but right now we're talking about clothing. Why I would not just sell similar. Does it work? Yes, it can definitely give you a few sales. I think every time I did it, I would absolutely see like one or two sales, but then it didn't go anywhere from there. It would give me a little bit of boost in traffic, and it would, like I said, give me a few sales, but then it would just die off. The traffic would go back to normal and everything was kind of back to normal. So I think there's a better strategy than selling similar. There's actually a way better strategy than selling similar. And I did talk about this in one of my videos, but I really want to highlight this and really dive deeper into it because it's so important that you do this every other day or once a week. If you have a bigger store and you have a lot of older items that are not moving, what you want to do is give these items new life. Selling similar is like putting a can on the shelf and just, taking it off and putting it back. It doesn't really do anything. Yes, like I said, you may get one or two sales or three sales, but then everything's back to where it's at. And so there's a way better strategy that you want to do, and it's basically fixing old listings, and it's as simple as just adjusting just one word in the title. If you can do that, if you can go to the bulk editor, maybe highlight like 200 of your oldest items and kind of just go through, and it could just be changing like keywords around. It could be restructuring the title to be SEO like specific towards eBay and whatever category you're doing. I have talked about title structuring, so if you want to look at those videos, you can go in to my channel and see exactly how you want to structure titles. But something as simple as adding new photos. If it's an older listing and the background's really bad and it's just a really bad, if the photos are really bad, consider redoing the photos. If the title's all messed up and it's not in the order that you want to do it in for the best chance for the algorithm to really pick it up, then change the title. Like I said, if the title is already optimized, it's as simple as just changing some keywords or adding new keywords, making the title a little bit longer. Just adding a few things to the title can go a really long way with really taking that listing and putting it back on top. It gives it new life. And when I do this, I sell way more than just one or two. These sell all throughout the week very consistently. I find that all the ones that I adjust, they start selling, or even ones that I haven't touched yet, they start selling. It's really weird, but it kind of turns on your store. If you were on vacation and for whatever reason you didn't have a draft bank, or if you couldn't list anything, what I would recommend is just going through all of your older listings and giving them new life and just really restructuring the titles, going into item specifics, making sure everything is right, like the size and the color are very important, making sure that it's in the right category, making sure all these things are like just fixing the listing is really, really important. That's why you want to do it right the first way. And if you do it right the first way, you'll never have to relist it or sell similar off of it. The sell similar thing may be different for like hard goods and electronics and stuff like that. However, for clothing, yes, it works a little bit, but it doesn't really turn into a compounding effect throughout the whole week. Absolutely, any day, I would choose fixing old listing by just changing some keywords, changing the title just a little bit, maybe adding new photos, because I do have older listings that have really bad lighting, and I kind of just, it does take some time, but you can just redo the photos and you can up the price a little bit. And when you do this, you can up the price a little bit. I wouldn't go overboard, but I do believe that it really gives the listing new life, and it pretty much goes back on top. Because if you don't touch a listing for a long time, it really just, and it's a highly competitive type of item, it's going to be on like the 25th page. That's not what you want. You want it to be on the first page. So if your account health is good, you're top rated, or if you're just doing everything that eBay wants you to and you do that, I think that your listing will be on the first page, maybe for a few days. And if it starts getting eyeballs and eBay sees that people are really close to buying it, it will stay on that top page. So making sure that you either redo the photos are good, keep the photos. If the title is perfect and it's done right, maybe just flip some keywords, change, maybe add a different keyword. Just add different keywords, go through the item specifics, make sure everything is optimized, and remove item specifics that don't apply to the listing. Like there's I saw similar off of someone, and like their item specifics are awful. They like add their own custom item specifics. Only use item specifics that eBay actually gives you. Don't make up your own. Don't just add in random brands or random things. Make sure you use what eBay allows you on the drop down of that item specific, and make sure it is accurate to your product. I find that in the clothing category, when I'm more general and not so specific with filling every single thing out, I get better results than if I were to fill every single thing out. I think filling every single thing out is more for rare items and very niche specific items. But if you have more bread and butter type stuff, I think being a little more broad may be able to help you. Let me know what you do to fix your listings. If there's anything that I missed, let me know in the comments down below. I think similar is it definitely can work, but there's something way better, and it's just going back, rearranging the title, fixing that listing, and it will absolutely make that that item have new life in the algorithm. It'll jump back up to the top. And I like to do this at least once a week because I have about 800 items that are very bread and butter, highly competitive, very low tier items. And every week or so, I'll go in, kind of give that listing new life. I'll make sure that it's SEO optimized. I'll make sure all the item specifics are right. And I see that a lot of those older items will just start selling off for that month. And they've been sitting around for almost a year now. So it works 100%. It works way better than Sell Similar. And if you guys agree with me, let me know. If you don't, and if you do disagree, let me know. Would love your feedback. If you want more content like this, definitely subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.